Hey folks, and welcome back. Today I want to talk about catching horses, because it's well, the first thing you got to do when you get a horse, and regardless of the stage of training. Every day when you go to work with your horse, first thing you got to do is go catch it. So I want to talk about that because catching a horse can be a bit of a problem sometimes. Some horses are just they're what they refer to as hard to catch horses, and I've seen people struggle with it, for quite literally years, the entire life of the horse. And I don't think you need to do that. And I think in many cases people simply do not know that the horse does not need to be hard to catch. You can teach the horse to be caught. Now, see this one here? She's turning to come to me right now. I've only had this horse about 3 weeks, and I had to teach her to be caught because when I first got her, she was extremely nervous, and she was very hard to catch. And within a matter of a couple of weeks, she will now, when she sees me come out here, she'll actually come to me. I don't even have to catch her. She got real easy to catch after just a few sessions. We had to teach her to be caught. It didn't come easy, and it took a little time. And I'm going to put a link in the comments to another video that I think is an excellent demonstration of how to catch a horse, or more correctly, how to teach a horse to be caught. It's a method that I've used for years, and it works very well. The only variation in that one is that depending on the size of the area that you're in, that changes how long it takes. I've done it out here, as you can see. It's a good-sized pasture. We got about, I think there's about 70 acres out here, something like that. And there was one day, I'm going to share this story because I think it's relative to what I want to talk about. Is it might take a little while, but it sure is nice if it's easy to catch your horse every time you come out to get it, because like I said, that's the first thing you got to do. So I was working with a horse about a year and a half ago out here, and she was pretty good. And one day she decided, no, I don't want to be caught. Oh, okay, change of plans. Today we're going to teach you how to be caught. And it was out here, and I spent about 3/4 of an hour running around teaching this horse how to be caught. And about the time I caught her, the owner shows up, and they are quite apologetic that I had to waste 3/4 of an hour catching the horse. And I said, no. I didn't waste any time whatsoever. Now, this guy's a little disrespectful, but I didn't waste any time catching the horse. I spent my time teaching the horse how to be caught. Now, the following day, we come out here again, and the owner had just let the horse back out. They were here before me, and I said, so how long did it take to catch him today? Oh, about 30 seconds. So, yeah, I spent... A little bugger stealing my gloves here. Just pulled them out of my pocket. He's just a little yearling. He's a little troublemaker, that one. Cute little guy, though. Anyhow, like I said, I spent 3/4 of an hour teaching that horse how to be caught. The next day, it took him 30 seconds to catch it, and you may occasionally have to give them a reminder. I got one, I don't know where she is. I think that's her over there. Every once in a while, she takes this notion, and I tend to catch her without a lead or halter even. And I've taught her that using the exact same principles you're going to see in the following clip that's in the description. And I every once in a while I have to give her a reminder. And about halfway up to the arena there, she'll all of a sudden turn around and walk the other direction. And as soon as she does, so do I. Immediately turn around, start spinning my lead rope, and she goes, oh, that's right, I remember how this ends. And next thing you know, she's coming back to me again. So it occasionally you might have to give them a little refresher on it, a little reminder. That's not a big deal. It will take a whole lot less time to do it in following. That only takes me seconds when it has to be done. Initially, like I said, depends on the size of the area. Might take you 3/4 of an hour or whatever, but you're not going to spend the next 15, 20 years running around trying to catch a horse. It's going to be as easy as this one walking up to me right now, which is, like I said, this is the one I taught to be caught. When I got her just a few weeks ago, she was a rather nervous horse that was really difficult to catch, and now she just walks right up to me. So it's that easy. Like I said, the only variation in what you're about to see is in a larger area. What I will do is, particularly with a horse that knows what they're supposed to be doing, I might get just a little bit more aggressive, and if the horse walks away from me, I'm going to make it go away. I'm actually going to put a little more pressure on it and actually have it run. That's about the only variation. Otherwise, all the basic principles exactly the same, regardless of the size of the area that you're working in or the horse you're working with. All pretty much works the same. And like I said, no matter what you're doing with your horse, the level of training or the stage you're at, whatever, the first thing you got to do when you go to catch your horse is, well, you got to go catch your horse before you can do anything else. So watch the following clip. It's a perfect example of how easy it really is. It's not that hard. And if you use those principles and you're persistent, like I said, depending on the size of the enclosure and the horse, it may, the amount of time it takes will vary a little bit. But with a little persistence, pretty soon you're going to have a horse that's this easy to catch. So, and that's what you want. So watch the following clip and have a good day. Go catch a horse. Bye.